I'm Doug.
And I'm Stacy.
And like a lot of people, we got sick of Egypt and wanted to go back in time. Whoops, not that far. So we started Growing in Faith Farm, an 11-acre sustainable homestead with no solar power, wind turbines, rural water, and we work just like the pioneers, plowing up the land with our horses.
Growing and storing our own food.
We work with honeybees and harvest the honey. We raise alpacas for fiber, chickens for eggs, sheep.
Some cute dogs.
We are scripturally observant and we look forward to sharing our journey. Okay, it's Doug, Growing in Faith Farm. Today I want to address one of the probably more frequent questions that we get in our comments section is people know that we don't have solar power or wind turbines or anything like that, and they want to know, how do you guys charge your phone and your computer, or how do you have internet? All the while they're probably driving around in their car all day plugging their phone into their cigarette lighter. Sometimes the answers to our questions are very obvious, okay? That's how we do it. We've saved probably to $10,000 on wind turbines and solar panels, and we just couldn't justify spending the money to have a few creature comforts, okay? You have to remember that stuff's not even that old. You know, refrigeration and air conditioning and all that stuff, not even that old, okay? Just probably one generation ago or two at the most, they never even knew what that stuff was, okay? So we get along just fine without it. Today I'm gonna kind of show you a couple things or tricks or whatever you want to call it that we do to help us do that, and then hopefully it makes sense to you, okay? So one thing that we do have is called a power inverter, okay? And you can get one of these pretty much anywhere, AutoZone or, you know, O'Reilly's or whatever kind of auto parts place you got, or probably online or whatever. And this one right here is probably, if I had to guess on this one, this thing's probably 18 years old, 15 years old. So I'm sure they make them much better than they did when I got this one. And actually, I had this kind of laying around and forgot about it. It was in my toolbox. And then when we started to come out here, I was like, oh, maybe we'll have a use for that. And then we do. I can plug the laptop into it. You know, once you charge your laptop up, our laptop roughly is an older one, but it lasts probably like 4 hours, 4 or 5 hours. You don't need to be spending that much time out of your day on the computer anyways. So it's no problem for me to charge that thing up, and it lasts all day, even into the next day. Okay, depending on how heavy I'm using it. Maybe if I'm uploading a video or something, I might need to put it back on the truck and charge it up, okay? So basically your truck has a battery, an alternator, and then burns a fuel to create the power, okay? So you have a power source. Most people, even if they're off grid, have that right in their driveway, okay? So you can save $8, $9, $10, $15,000 on solar power setup if you just are worried about having a phone and a computer. Now, the phone that we use is an Android phone. I'm sure the iPhone has it too. I've never had an iPhone. I've always, since they came out, had Android phones. Right now, I am videotaping with my phone on a tripod, and I have it on YouTube. You know, I have a Wi-Fi connection going, and you can see this is Dirt Patch Heaven, her latest video that she just put up. You can see that it's flowing. That there's no skips. You know, you get some occasionally, but I would say for the most part, you can do whatever you need to do, okay? So I can, you know, you can see here that it clicks, it moves, it flows. It doesn't take long to do stuff. So then I can stay up with the people that I watch on YouTube. I can go to Dirt Patch Heaven. And see her latest videos where she's creating things with her hands. She loves to knit and sew, and well, I've never really seen her sew, but she does love to knit and create like sweaters and hats and scarves. And she's got some of our alpaca fiber that she's working with right now, so that's cool. I also watched the Arizona Hot Homestead, who just got his Berkey filter, which he'll be very happy with because that's a proven and tested filter. If you're thinking about any kind of water purification on your property, a Berkey filter is the way to go. We don't have one right now, but we will have one when we get the water project in. all of our focus is on the water project right now. And we want to say thanks to everyone who's helped us with that project, and thanks to everyone who's the spinners who are buying fiber from us. We've shipped out quite a bit of fiber. We have tons more fiber to go, and I still haven't even sheared my girls and the 2 studs for this year. It's been raining a lot. It's wet out. This morning, a lot of humidity. They're rolling. It's kind of muddy on their fiber, so I want to give all that time to dry up, and then they can have some dust baths, and then that fiber cleans up. It's amazing if you could see how that actually happens. Okay, so thank you to everyone getting fiber, helping us, with the water project, doing that. Also, we can watch Redneck Homestead, another one of our channels that we keep in touch with, a good friend that we've made on YouTube. We watch his videos, and then we have the Orange Jeep Dad. Shout out to him because we watch his videos. Check out his latest updates. They got some 4-H pigs for their kids, which is cool. They set up a kind of a cool watering system for them. Also, we keep up with, I don't know, I just going to go through all my people, but, it's not a problem for us to watch videos or a movie or anything on YouTube. We can surf the net, get ideas, and stuff like that. So we've saved, tons of thousands of dollars. Some people might say, oh, but what about a washing machine and dryer? We're going to do videos later about our washing machine, or how we wash and how we dry. Of course, we have a clothesline. So we don't need any electricity for that. Our refrigeration, we've talked about that before, that we at the moment are cheating. We have a freezer set up at a neighbor's house, and we just put some buckets in there. We freeze that. We bring that back here, put them in our dead freezer that doesn't work anymore, that just serves as an ice box. But also, we also talked about how we're going to build an ice house, and then we're going to cut ice out of our pond and put it in the ice house, and then that ice will last from winter to winter. Okay. And, that's a practice that's been going on and still is going on to this day in Amish communities all across the country. Okay, so I know it works. I've seen it with my own eyeballs. Okay, and you can use that. Those ice houses can be the very thick foam insulation, or you can cover it totally in sawdust. It's amazing the uses with sawdust that you can have on the homestead. Okay, from gardening and growing to composting to keeping your ice cold. I mean, it just goes on and on with sawdust. Okay. LED lights and all that. I mean, we use oil lamps and candles. You can see our candelabra thing right here. It puts off plenty enough lights for us. It stays dark in the summertime late anyways, 9 o'clock, even probably pushing 9:30 at times. And then, when the sun goes down after that, we're pretty much going to bed anyway. So that's not a big deal for us. This inverter, like I said, that's a great way. And we do keep a small generator. I can tell you that almost every solar power video I've seen, without doubt, I've always heard a generator running because the solar panels weren't working for one reason or another. Cloudy days, not enough energy being banked up. So, we have a small generator that we run every once in a while. It's not really used that much. But it is there in case we need it. Okay, so that's how we do it. It's very simple stuff. These modern day phones, like I said, I'm using it right now to videotape and using it for my Wi-Fi. And you can see, it's not a problem. Clicking on a channel, and it moves right along, probably just as fast. Okay, you guys just got cuckooed, all right? Probably just as fast as anything that you guys have on grid or with solar panels. As you can see, I'm just, taping them and going. It's no big deal. This is a channel here that we watch. I mean, it has zero relevance, basically, to life, but I was... it's freezing and it's raining out. I was Dirt Patch, I check out some of the videos she checks out. And now she led me to this Casey Neistat, so I watch him. I mean, I see all these people piled up on each other in New York City, and I just think, wow, I could never live there. I used to be in a mindset, I love the cities. I would love to live in a high-rise or love to live in the concrete jungle, but it's a totally different mindset for me now. So, and as you can see, it flows. Yes, no problem. So basically, just let technology work for you. I mean, you don't have to spend thousands and thousands of dollars to live comfortably. We've been out here 4 years without any of that stuff, and besides the water issue, we have no other problems. Once the water issue is fixed, there's no complaints. There's nothing really to talk about. Everything else is copacetic, and so we'll get the water project going up pretty soon. I'm going to make some really good videos on that. Gravity fed, pitcher pumps at the sink and the tub, and you're going to see how all that works, okay? And then that's going to be some good stuff for people that are thinking about it. Or if you're on grid, it's always good if you can put in a water catchment system. If you have a well, or if you have an existing type system, you want to maybe think of a water catchment system as a backup, okay? Because wells do run dry, and if you can't get any gas or any way to pump the water, you're going to have issues if you can't get gas, or the system goes down, or the motor on your well goes down, and maybe you're not prepared to invest that money in that. So a water catchment system is very reliable, and it's good to have for a backup, and for our case, a primary source, okay? So thanks for tuning in. Hopefully you got a little more understanding on how we have our internet connection and our cell phone, and we save thousands and thousands of dollars on solar, okay? Also, some people comment, they see the fans. We have battery operated fans, and we don't really run them that much, only if it's really hot outside, to help with sleeping, to have a nice breeze on you and stuff. It kind of helps. One of the jokes we have around here is I like my air stirred. I like my air stirred. So when we say that's kind of funny. I think it was from a movie or something. I don't remember. But, so we do run battery operated fans. And of course our cuckoo clock runs off of gravity. The pine cones pull down the chains. One chain causes the clock to tick. The other chain is responsible for the cuckoo to come out. So there you go. And you can see everything's connected. That's it. So hopefully that was some good information for you. If you're thinking about living off grid, and you're thinking about, wow, the expense of the solar panels and all this, you really don't need them. You can power everything you need probably pretty much off your vehicle, or get a small generator, run it every once in a while. And I would say the main thing is if you're going to live off grid, and if you're going to get out of the area, or even if you live on grid and you just want to make sure you're able to have a backup if the power goes down, I think my main focus would be being debt free. To take that money, if that $8,000 to $10,000 could pay for probably 2, 3, 4, 5 acres, okay, of land in a lot of places. All right, so just think about that. For the money that you're thinking about maybe spending on solar panel or a wind turbine, or the combination, that money could literally be used to pay cash money for your property, so you're not in debt. Okay, so it's just another food for thought. And we don't have anything against people that use solar panels or wind turbines. I've had those comments before. It's like, what do you have against them? I don't have anything against them. Basically, for my wife and myself, we put the pencil to it, and we decided that it wasn't advantageous. It wasn't a thing that we felt like worked out for us in the long run. Okay, because if you have a SHTF mentality, okay, I'll promise you this: your gadgets won't mean anything anyways, because the cell phones aren't going to work and the internet's not going to be working, okay? If that goes down, they want you to be as unconnected as possible, so all that stuff is going to be nothing. So basically that solar panels, that's whatever solar stuff you have, is going to run, what's going on right there at your house, and, there's workarounds for that, okay? And that's it. So just think about that stuff, all right? Hopefully this was a good video for you. We want to appreciate all of our new subscribers. We had a lot of new subscribers lately, and we're going to bring more content. We're trying to upload some more videos, and that's it. Get outside and do something. Get off that computer. Stop sitting around on YouTube all day. Get your body in motion. Now, I can tell you that since we've moved off grid, I'm healthier. I've always been kind of physically fit. I mean, I'm not like, Joe bodybuilder or nothing, but I mean, I'm physically fit. I can do things, but my level has increased physically, mentally, and spiritually. Okay, so if those are important to you, you might want to consider moving off grid and actually doing it. All right, thanks for watching.